touched it. My clothes, expensive, expensive fabrics. Japan, New York, LA, Dubai. They told me don't do it, so I told them goodbye. Can take this, can have this. Can have this, can take this, can take this, can have this, can have this, can take this, can take this, can have this. You want it? I got it. I'm rich, my clothes expensive, can take this, can have this. Nobody shine like this. You can't get a price, can take this, can have this. Nobody shine like this. Can take this, can have this. But I'm a savage. Let's rock.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. Please make sure your seat back is in the upright position.
Going down. First floor.
Please stand clear.
did just. equality of the sexes. We teach girls to shrink themselves, to make themselves smaller.
So welcome to the University of Hertfordshire School of Creative Arts Fashion Show 2019. Can we have another cheer? So good evening, I'm Phil Healey, and I'm incredibly proud to be the Dean of the amazing School of Creative Arts at the University of Hertfordshire. I'd like to welcome you all tonight, and thank you for making the trip this evening. And I'm sure that you've really enjoyed the this stunning evening of creativity and innovation. Coco Chanel said, "Fashion is not something that exists in dresses only. Fashion is in the sky, in the street. Fashion has to do with ideas. Fashion is the way we live and what is happening." So I'm sure, like me, you've loved seeing what is happening now and how our amazing students have explored ideas, materials, style, spectacle, and their own unique brand of creativity. In the School of Creative Arts, we see ourselves as being on the creative edge of London, and our students being at the cutting edge of art, design, and innovation. The work tonight has been the product of a long creative journey, dedication, and hard work. There have been tears and tantrums, but that was mostly the staff. And I'm sure you'll agree that it's all been worth it as we celebrate their achievements tonight. We're not sure which one that we're going to pick for the new Hertfordshire uniform, but we will be collecting votes for that later as well. Interestingly, the music tonight was also a collaboration between the music students and the fashion students, and each piece was written for each collection. This is also an incredible venue, I'm sure you'll agree, and a fantastic setting to see the contrast between the history of this venue and the future of fashion. It is an amazing venue, but you do have to be careful about which door you come in. I was already married twice before I got to the show tonight, so I think that's against the law. Okay, so I'd now like to introduce Professor Quintin McKellar, who is the Vice-Chancellor, or boss of the university.
Well, thank you very much, Phil. Can I begin by saying just how fantastic I thought that was? And can I add to Phil's pride from the school's perspective that I'm enormously proud of all our students from the whole university's perspective. I thought they were absolutely fantastic tonight. But it is tonight my particular duty and pleasure to thank the sponsors who have supported us this evening. And we've got F&F Clothing, Lion Star Manufacturing, Sadie Williams, and Welwyn Hatfield Museum Services. Can I say I'm thanking them not only for the support they've given us to actually put the show on tonight, but also for the support and on occasions the employment of graduates from the University of Hertfordshire. They really do help enormously, and of course they also offer advice and help to our students, and it is deeply appreciated across the university. Thank you. Can I also add my admiration and really congratulations to the music students. Wasn't the music fantastic? And that was put on by students in partnership, obviously, with our fashion students. Can I say, one of our values, we have a number of values as a university. Friendly is one of them, but collegiate is another. And isn't that just a great demonstration of the collegiality that we have across the university, that our music students, I should say also some of our lighting students and lighting graduates have been involved in creating this evening. So could I congratulate all of them? But of course, I reserve the greatest congratulations for our fashion students. They have done an absolutely outstanding job. I just loved watching all the pieces they'd made for this evening. Of course, their hard work, their creativity, and I hope during the time that they've been with us, the development of friendships and so on will be greatly valued by our students. But can I say, from my perspective, and I'm not an expert in fashion at all, but that was one of the most exciting and perhaps adventurous fashion shows that I've seen since coming to the university, and I would like to congratulate all our students for such a terrific job. And two other cohorts who are here tonight that I'd like to thank. The staff from the University of Hertfordshire, Phil, Megan, Tony, and all the staff who have contributed and supported our students, but also please accept my really true thanks to all the mums, dads, siblings, supporters who have come to support their children here this evening. I shouldn't call them children. The students who have presented this evening. It really is most valued by the whole university community that you do give them this support. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Quentin. As well as it's been an incredible celebration of the students' creativity, we've also got quite a number of eminent guests from the fashion world who've been judging. I know we're not supposed to judge these days, but they've been looking at the collections, and there's a number of awards, and I'd like to introduce Tony Rosella, who's the program leader, who's going to tell you who's won the awards tonight.
Hello everyone, I'm Tony Rosella, I'm the Programme Leader for Fashion. I'm standing here this evening welcoming you all. It's great to see so many friends, families, colleagues as well, to celebrate really in the student success this evening as well. It's my pleasure to introduce a series of awards, and again I'd like to thank our industry sponsors for taking the time and the commitment this evening to be here as well. So, without further ado, I'm going to start off by obviously explaining how this is going to work. First of all, we have on the fashion programme 2 awards. There's the BA Honours Fashion Design Award, of which you saw the majority of that work obviously this evening, but we also have another award, the BA Honours Fashion and Fashion Business Award as well. That takes a slightly different direction than a fashion show. But we want to celebrate in all of our student successes, of course, so we're going to be sharing in those this evening too. So the first set of awards are for the fashion design students. And the first award is sponsored by F&F Clothing. It's going to be the award for the most commercially viable collection. I'd like to welcome Charlotte Treadwell to the stage, please. Thank you. Thanks, Charlotte. Thank you very much. We have a lovely bunch of flowers for the student. Thank you very much, Megan. Okay, so here we go, drum roll. So the award, the F&F Award for the most commercially viable collection is awarded to Shauna Rattigan. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Charlotte. The second award is awarded by the Welwyn and Hatfield Museum Service, and I'd like to welcome Emily Shepperson to the stage as well. Thank you, Emily. Okay, so the award, the Welwyn and Hatfield Museum Service Award is for their best use of print and fabrication. And the award goes to Shola Arasonia. Hi, Shola. How are you? Thank you. There you go, Shola. There you go. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well done. I must say, that must be one of the most sparkly, colourful collections we've had. And I've been here for quite some time now. So, okay, moving forward. We are now moving forward with the award for the most directional collection. And I'd like to welcome to the stage designer Sadie Williams. So, the Sadie Williams Award for the most directional collection goes to Elyse Jones. Well done, Elyse. There you go. Congratulations, Elyse. Thank you. Well done. Well done. Well done. Thank you. Okay, I've been sort of leading this program for a number of years, and this is a first. It's a first for me because I've had the extreme pleasure of actually giving an award myself. I've never done this before. I did it because I really, really wanted to recognize the extremely hard work that the students put in, and sometimes it's not always visible. And what we see on the runway only tells a fraction of the story of the hard work and commitment that the students put in. So my award is not necessarily obviously an industry award. It is about academic achievement. It's about the journey. It's about the journey that the students have been on as well in order to actually get to where they are today. And one of the greatest pleasures I have in education is seeing students develop along that journey and that path as well. So I have great pleasure in introducing the next award. So the award for the most improved fashion design student, and again, not just for their final year, but for their 3 years here, goes to Stephanie Botterill. Well done, Stephanie. There you go. My pleasure. My pleasure. Well done. Okay, so now we move on to the BA Honours Fashion and Fashion Business Award. And again, I have the pleasure in welcoming to the stage from F&F, Jade-Marie Marchant. Hello, Jade. Okay, now these awards were predetermined. They were predetermined because the fashion and fashion business students have an exhibition of their work, and that exhibition took place during our private view and our celebration of student work a couple of weeks ago as well. So we had the great pleasure of obviously having a little bit of an insight into those particular awards. So the F&F Award for Most Commercially Viable Business is awarded to Rebecca Plater. Okay, the next award is sponsored by Lion Star Manufacturing Limited, and I'd like to welcome to the stage Beth Varty. I'm going to embarrass Beth now. Beth knows, she knows I'm going to do this. Beth is actually one of our alumni. Beth graduated 3 years ago and has gone on immediately to do some great successes. And I'm extremely proud that she's here this evening. I'm extremely proud that she's here this evening, obviously sponsoring an award. And that, to me, is exactly what this journey is about. It's about that kind of alumni connection. So thanks very much, Beth. That's a personal, no problem. Okay, so without further ado, the Lion Star Manufacturing Award for Best Investigative Study is awarded to Madison Bythe. Oh, sorry. I am totally sorry. I'll explain the backstory to this. I'm totally shocked. The reason why I'm totally shocked is because Maddie has just been caught in a very, very, bad 4-hour traffic jam. And I was under the impression that Maddie wasn't actually going to make it this evening, so I'm delighted that you're here. Well done, Maddie. There you go. There you go. Thank you. Well done, Maddie. Oh, that was fantastic. Well done, Maddie. Okay, and finally, again, I have the pleasure in introducing a Programme Leaders Award, one of my awards, to one of the fashion and fashion business students. This is extremely difficult for me because I've spent quite a lot of time, as the fashion and fashion business students know this year, working with them. And they're a small group, they've worked incredibly hard. If I had my way, I'd give them all an award because they're a great bunch of students. However, obviously, we can only give it to one. So, without further ado, the award for the most improved fashion and fashion business student goes to Moshi. We just have a lineup here. Thank you. Well done. Okay, we're nearly there. I'd like to just say a few thank yous now. So, first of all, Vice-Chancellor Quintin, pleasure that you're here again today. Thank you for supporting us and for your kind words as well. Phil, Dean of School of Creative Arts, again, thank you for being here. Thanks for supporting the programme, a great attribute. I'd like to also thank our industry sponsors, of course, for giving up your evenings, your time and your commitment as well, including F&F Clothing, Sadie Williams, Lionstar Manufacturing, Welwyn Hatfield Museum Service as well. So thank you very much indeed for coming this evening. I'd like to obviously thank colleagues from around the university as well, from the Dean's office, the Vice-Chancellor's office, colleagues as well, for taking your time to come this evening too. Matt from Vortex, the guys who have effectively put on the whole stage this evening. Brilliant job, well done, thank you very much. Harriet, Jagger and Sarah for doing a fantastic job of managing the models as ever, and the choreography and model management. Thank you very much indeed, you guys and Dawn. Simon, well done, photographer at the back, clicking away, taking all the photos. Obviously, I'd like to thank the hair and makeup teams as well. We have students from Barnet and Southgate. We also have professionals, Steve and Aisha, Geeta, Hannah as well, from various sort of professional companies too. It's already been mentioned, but I'm going to mention it again. Amanda, thank you very much indeed, and especially, obviously, the hard work of the second-year music composition students as well. All of the music you heard this evening was composed by those guys, and it is a great, great honour to obviously have that kind of relationship as well, because it's daunting for these guys as well to be associated with, obviously, such a great event. So, again, well done, Amanda. Well done to those students too. Thank you. Simon Morgan, there at the back, pressing all the buttons and everything and making this music work. Well done, Simon. Thank you very much indeed. Freddie, who's pointing a camera at me now, who's waving, putting his hand up in the air. Thank you very much for doing all the filming, Freddie. Well done. I'd also like to mention the unsung heroes as well, especially the school's technicians. There's a lot of work that those guys put into, getting everything here, helping with the setup, all of the hard work they do behind the scenes as well, including Adam, Hannah, and various other individuals as well. So thank you very much indeed for that. I'd like to also thank especially the fashion technicians, Somsbury and Kirkay as well, for doing all of their tireless hard work from behind the scenes and effectively just being the heart and soul of the actual fashion program as well. Well done, guys. And again, individuals that don't necessarily, get the credit that they deserve. From the Dean's office, Gus Shaw, who I know isn't here this evening, Alex and Siobhan, and individuals who, again, make everything kind of tick behind the scenes. So thank you very much for you guys too. Silvio, Head of School of Art and Design, thank you very much indeed as well for all your support on this sort of journey. Thank you very much. And my trusty assistant, Megan, and she's not my assistant at all, but she has been my trusty assistant this evening. Megan, thank you so much for doing all your hard work in supporting the show this evening. Thank you very much indeed. The guys from... There. That's one of those moments. and obviously the Marcoms team from the university as well. Thanks, guys, for your hard work too. I need to move on specifically now to my team. I'm very, very proud. I'm very, very proud and privileged to work with some extremely talented and hard-working individuals. That include Jane, that includes Nicola, that includes Corinne, who's here tonight as well in a different commercial capacity, Annie, who's worked tirelessly with the students as well, Nathaniel on the CNCS side, the Critical and Contextual Studies. I'm privileged to actually have a very, very, very strong team around me, and without those guys, we don't see any of this. And I'd just like to give a special thanks to those. So thanks, guys. Thank you very much indeed. We're nearly there. So we're now moving on, and finally, just towards the students. We have first, second, and third year students all helping out tirelessly behind the scenes. The front of house, meeters and greeters, they've all been here helping, with making today an absolute success. And of course, friends and family. You guys, you've lived it, you've breathed it, you've seen the pain, you've seen the tears, you've seen the blood, sweat, and tears, and now we're there. And I'm extremely proud to share this moment with you all as well. Well done. And finally, the students. Well done. Fantastic. That brings the evening to a close, folks. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you've enjoyed the show. Safe journey home. Thank you.